What is up, guys? It's Tom from Tech Time here, and I'm back with another video. Today we are going to go over the Samsung Galaxy Tab E. This is a 9.6 inch 800 by 1280 resolution tablet. Now, this is a perfect beginner tablet or just a tablet for the everyday person. You know, you're not getting super crazy specs, but this is a solid contender, can do anything that you want it to do, and comes in for right around $140. You can find them refurbished for anywhere from $80 upwards to $140. And then there's a lot of carrier deals, like T-Mobile a lot of times gives this away. You buy a certain phone, they'll give this to you with free with bill credits, stuff like that. And this thing is great. You know, for kids, this is a really nice tablet. You know, you're getting your mother or your grandmother just starting to get into, maybe they still have a flip phone. You want to get them into learning how to use the Android ecosystem or in apps and things like that. This is a perfect way to get them going. They don't have to be, you know, nervous that they're not going to make a call, miss a call or something, because they can start out, you know, browsing the web and doing things on this to really get them going. And even for me, I use this, you know, quite a lot, and it works out great. It's the screen, the resolution obviously could be better for the price point, and it's a Samsung screen. It's a really, you know, solid screen. You got a front and rear camera on this. Nothing to brag about, but they can definitely do what you need them to do. You got a plastic back on this. This thing has, you know, a substantial amount of heft to it. You got a rear firing single mono speaker, which is unfortunate. On the bottom, you don't have anything except for a microphone. Over here, you have your power and your volume rockers. On this side, you have your micro SD card, which can be expanded up to 256 gigabytes, and then you have your SIM card if you want to make this a SIM. On the top, you have a micro USB. Let's focus that. Micro USB charging port and a headphone jack, which is a good thing to have. For some reason, the focus on this LG V30 is not working too well. That's another issue for another day. So let's get into the specs on this thing. You got 9.6 inches, 800 by 1280 pixel resolution, 8 gigabytes of onboard storage, gig and a half of RAM. You got a 1.3 gigahertz quad core processor, 5 megapixel rear camera, 2 megapixel front camera. It's running Android, and then the battery capacity is a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, which is really good. You'll have great battery life on this thing. It charges up, you know, fairly quick, but once it's charged, this thing will last a long time. This came out in 2015, June 2015, and it's been great ever since. I've had it since, I think, June 2015. I got a deal on it through T-Mobile, and it works great. The micro SD card, you can expand up to 128. I was wrong about the 256. It's got Bluetooth, doesn't have NFC, which you don't need. You get the headphone jack, doesn't have the FM band. You get Wi-Fi, no GPS on this. You get a proximity sensor, accelerometer, ambient light sensor, gyroscope, no barometer, no temperature sensor, and no compass. But overall, this thing has been well received by a lot of people. You're running. Right now, at the time of this video, this thing hasn't got too many updates, but we'll see what we're running at right now. Let's see. Let's go. I can check it in there. We are in the wrong section. We're running Android 7.1.1. Nougat, which is fine. You get the Samsung Experience 8.5. Last security patch was August 1st, 2017. So overall, this thing has everything you need it to do. Runs the 16 by 10 aspect ratio, which is a little bit different than 16 by 9. A little bit bigger because of the size of the screen. But I have no issues with anything. The front firing speaker, the rear firing speaker could be easily muffled by your hands, but it's people with smaller hands aren't going to have that problem anyway. They hold it really. If you're laying it on like a pillow or something like that, you might get some noise muffling on that. But other than that, this thing is great for media content. Obviously, you don't have a 2K screen or even a full 1080p, but this is a little bit better than 720p. And overall, for the average user, you're not going to have any issues with it. For the price point, like I said, $140 for a tablet is really, really, really good. I'm not a huge tablet person. Had a couple iPads, got rid of them. They weren't being used. I used to run the Nexus 7 tablets. Those were my favorite. And this thing, still by Asus, still in great shape. That's a 7-inch tablet. That was my favorite, and I actually still use that. My daughter uses that. When some of the kids come over to play, they'll use that and whatever, and it's still going strong. So this thing, like I said, media consumption is great on this thing. For what it is, it works, fairly fast. Now this is a full, get the volume up. This is a full, make sure the quality's up. This is a 4K video. This is gonna run 720p at 60 frames per second. Obviously you're not gonna get the full quality on this right here, but this thing has really, really, really vibrant colors. It's a nice looking screen, it really is. I don't know how well the sound is coming in. Like I said, it's a rear firing speaker, so you can block it out. But most of the time when you're holding it, you're not gonna have any issues. Would have been nice with stereo firing speakers, front firing speakers, but it's really not that big of a deal because this is $140. You gotta remember the price point of this thing. They have the Tab A, which is more money. You're looking at $250 to $300, and then there's obviously the iPads, and there's a lot of other tablets out there that are big money. This is $140, and this is a solid, solid, solid tablet in my opinion. You can run them both ways, and even that is a big screen. What is also nice about tablets is you turn the tablet this way, and you get still a decent sized screen right here, and you can scroll through videos, scroll through comments at the same time. So that's what's nice about having a tablet over a cell phone. There's a lot of things you can do with the bigger screen. The bigger screen real estate comes in handy. So there was a little bit of the media content. You got the App Store, which 90% of all apps are available there. You got your Instagram, your Facebook, anything you want, you can get for a tablet for the most part. Obviously nowadays, everything's implemented pretty well for tablet use. Let's get into the cameras. You get a rear facing 5 megapixel camera. It takes a little while to focus, but for the most part, it works fairly well. You're not getting the same. I'll post some pictures to my Instagram. I took some video on that. Let's see if we can get the video up here. See if you guys can see this, how well it will show up. The rear camera is 720, full 720, which is still HD for a 5 megapixel camera. It's not too bad. This is a decent light, got some sun coming in and stuff. But other than that, you're not getting the best lighting for this camera, and the camera works, pretty good. It's got 4 times digital zoom, which is pretty grainy as you would expect. You can hear, picks up audio pretty good. We'll get outside in the bright sun right now. Show you how it does there. It tracks the cars. The colors are decent. The quality's, fairly good for what it is. There's no stabilization, but you're not going to be doing too much with a tablet. Get 4 times digital zoom, which, like I said, is grainy and noisy. But overall, the quality is pretty good. Now you got your front-facing camera. That's a picture right there. In my opinion, it's actually better. It's a 1.9 megapixel front-facing camera. In my opinion, it's better than the V30 front-facing camera, which is crazy for the price point. The quality is really not that bad on this. This is, not that well lit. No lights on at all.
Honestly, for what it is, it does it pretty well.
Definitely perfect for video calling, stuff like that. You want to get your mother into video calling, this will be perfect. Skype, Google Duo, whatever you want to use, they can use it on this. like I said, overall, this camera is decent. It does the job. This is not a, you're not going to go out and strike up any great photography awards with this thing. And you shouldn't expect it. It's $140 and it's a tablet. Tablets always take back seat. But it's nice to have the front-facing camera. You can do some, like I said, some Skype, some Google Duo, and whatever other video chat things you want to do. You have the option to do it on this, which is great. Like I said, for kids, stuff like that, anybody really. If I wanted to use it, I'd probably personally use my phone or my computer, but I have the option to use this on a big screen. So you have a lot, you can see a lot more of what's going on in the video chat. Other than that, like I said, speed-wise, this thing works good. You got 1.5 gigs of RAM, which isn't bad. It's optimized pretty well. It doesn't have much of the Samsung lag, which, a lot of issues with the Samsung, especially in 2015, you had the Samsung problems. But this thing works good. It's a solid device, and I highly recommend it for anybody at this price point. You have kids, you want to get them a tablet. Instead of going and getting one of those VTech tablets or one of those cheap kid tablets, this is a lot better. You buy a cheap case for this thing, and you get a rugged tablet for $140, and it's going to be great, a lot better than those ones that are focused just on kids, and they have the green colors and whatever. They want to try to attract you that way. This is a lot better buy. Like I said, you go into your carrier, a lot of the carriers are giving out deals on these for free when you buy a phone. So if you're buying a phone anyways, ask about this. Sometimes you can score this dirt cheap. Really not too much else to go over on this thing. It's a solid tablet. It has, do not disturb. You got your airplane mode. You got a power saving mode, which works really good if you need to save some power. But, most of the time you'll probably be using this wherever you need it. You got private mode. You got reading mode. So reading mode, kind of takes away the blue light. It's like a blue light filter for this. The SIM card is also nice. You want to take this thing on the go, and you don't want to hook up to a hotspot or hook up to Wi-Fi. The kids are driving in the car with you. You want to slap in a SIM card on this thing, and there you go. You got full capabilities on this. You can make calls through Hangouts and stuff like that. You have all the capabilities you need with this tablet. And like, again, I'll strike it again, $140. You really can't go wrong. It's not bad looking, all black, matte finish. And overall, for what it is, this is a great tablet. $140, you can't beat it. You're gonna watch great content on this thing, and you're gonna take it for what it is. It's $140. Great for the grandparents, great for the kids, great for you, great for having a big, almost 10-inch screen to watch media on, watching Netflix, binge watching in the bed while your wife is watching something else, or your kids are in the bed watching, Elmo, and you're relaxing, you wanna watch something else, you wanna catch up on some things on a big screen, here you go. You don't wanna slap the laptop in the bed. This is perfect for you. $140, Samsung Galaxy Tab E. 2 thumbs up from me. If you guys are interested in any more questions on this thing, let me know in the comments section. Hope you guys had a great, happy Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Hopefully you scored a lot of things. Let me know in the comments section what the best thing was that you guys scored on Black Friday, and if you guys are interested in scoring anything on Cyber Monday, what you guys plan on grabbing there. And I'll catch you guys in the comments section. Later.